Good morning, Mr. Fry's Algebra 2 class. This is April 27th. This is not due until the 29th. This is the in-class work 427 to 429. And we're looking at the piggy bank savings plan. So we have a couple plans here that you're looking at. And you guys probably worked on this in class, but this is just in case, this little safety net for you in case you missed anything and you need a little bit of help with this. I'll help you set up these two in these first two steps, and then you can answer the analyzing questions in step 3. But I think, you know, it's most important that you get these two things done first so that you can successfully answer those questions on the back. So you have the savings plan 1, and you begin with a nickel in your piggy bank, and you decide that every week you will double the amount that is in your piggy bank. So what I did is I went ahead and, you know, did this first to kind of just double check and make sure I was doing things correctly. So and you know, you start with the nickel, and then we're just going to double it. Just keep on doubling all the way down to the 10th week. We're dealing with weeks here. That becomes 2560 and 5120. Okay. And then, you know, if you look at this and what we've been doing in class, you know, we have our starting point, our initial value, and then we have our constant multiplier. This should sound familiar. We're multiplying by 2 each time. So, you know, this is 2, this is 2, this is, you know, times 2 every single time. So those kind of problems are exponential problems. So that's going to be y equals our initial value, or our y-intercept. So if this was to be x, this could be y. Our y-intercept is 0.05, so our initial value we start with, and then we multiply that by 2, and we have our exponent, which is going to be the number of weeks. I went in and I plugged in, like I started with 4. I plugged in a 4 in my calculator, and it comes out to 80 cents just to check it. I plugged in the 10 for the exponent. It came out to 5120. So we're good to go. We have our equation for this plan. I did the same thing for plan 2. I started with that $25, and then I just, it says you decide that each week you will add $2 regardless of how much is already in your piggy bank. So you just add $2. So just adding 2 every time. And so I just filled these in, just adding 2 each week. Okay. So it's crazy how, you know, just adding compared to exponential growth, how much more you would have. And if this keeps going, you know, this is going to be a heck of a lot more than the savings plan 2. And so we started with 25, so we're going to have y equals, you know, we start with that 25, but then we add to that 2 times whatever week we're in. And then just to double check that, you know, if you want to write it in slope-intercept form, it would be y equals 2x plus 25, like that. That would be, you know, y equals mx plus b. Remember that? So, you know, you could write it like that too. And if you throw in, say, once again, the 4, throw in a 4 here, you know, 4 times 2 is 8 plus 25 is 33. If you throw in that 10 there, 2 times 10 is 20, 20 plus 25 is 45. It works. So the formula that works, the equation works is what I'm trying to say. So with that in mind, with those two plans in mind, right there, go ahead and answer the questions by, looking at those two plans and analyzing them, and good luck with A through F. You should have everything you need.